All right, guys, we got kind of sidetracked. We get so excited about WrestleMania. WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania 26, Phoenix, Arizona. You can bet the Wrestling Revolution is gonna have a party.
Oh yeah.
But like we were saying, number 3 on the countdown is the ladder match from WrestleMania 10. And like I was trying to say before the video expired on us, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Edge, Christian, those guys who revolutionized the ladder match still claim that this match is one of their favorites of all time.
Yeah, it's a great match. I gotta agree with them there.
We were only 3 years old when that match happened. This is 1994.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
It was yesterday, wasn't it? How much have I drank?
I don't know. Too much, like always.
College does it to you. All right, number 2 is you.
Number 2 is the Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart.
It was for the WWF Championship, and
well, that's the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Right, because WWF is the World Wildlife Foundation.
That's right.
They actually wrestled pandas. It was a triple threat matchup. Iron Man rules. You didn't see the pandas in that match.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite matches of all time. I remember I was little, and my dad was taping the pay-per-view for me, and we were like, 5 years old, 6 years old, so we were like kindergarten, and I remember he taped the entire pay-per-view. I took the tape the day I got off the bus. I took the tape, and I fast-forward all the way. I skipped 2 hours of WrestleMania to see this match, and I watched it bell to bell, and I'm a huge Bret Hart fan. Bret Hart loses the match in a great matchup. And at the time, it was funny because I remember those little action figures. I would sit there, and I'd have the rematch, Iron Man match, full-hour Iron Man matches, and every time Shawn had Bret had Shawn in the sharpshooter, and Shawn would tap out. I would change the ending, but it didn't change it here.
I believe all that.
What are your thoughts on the match?
I think it was a great match. Shawn Michaels, my favorite wrestler, of course, versus Bret Hart, a pretty good technical wrestler. Can be, he's good, and great match.
And then, of course, the return match would happen 1 year later in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, in the match that changed professional wrestling. One of the matches that changed professional wrestling forever. The other match that probably changed pro wrestling forever. 1996, the Bash at the Beach. Hulk Hogan, the heel turn. That could be another list, biggest heel turns. We could probably that. If you guys have any ideas for the list or the debates, go ahead. Just type them in.
Yeah.
But don't type like that, because that'd be really bad form.
Yeah.
Might get curled. All right, number 1. Can I get a drum roll, please? It is from the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. It's the Streak versus Mr. WrestleMania, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. 2
of my favorite wrestlers here, JR. Undertaker, the dead man, Shawn Michaels. Mr. WrestleMania. Going into this, I thought, hey, it was a hard prediction.
I remember, I don't know if we didn't do Wrestling Revolution for this, but I remember we were sitting there, and it was the Heaven versus Hell storyline, which was a cool storyline, first of all. Mm-hmm. And, we had the Wrestling Revolution at a WrestleMania party. And, bell to bell, this was the match of the night.
Absolutely. And even the entrances were great. The Undertaker's entrance lasted 4 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, I remember we made a bet on that, too, and you won.
No, your brother won.
Oh, yeah, my brother won. Yeah, my brother, a.k.a. Switchblade from OCW days. Yeah, good old man. But, it was a good match. Undertaker killed a cameraman in that matchup.
Yeah, he jumped right over the ropes and murdered this African-American cameraman. Can you believe that?
It was a fun match to watch. It took super kicks, last rides, tombstones, choke slams, elbow drops.
That's right.
Shawn Michaels. If you're on our list, Shawn Michaels made the top 4 matches.
That's why they call him Mr. WrestleMania.
And we didn't even throw in, and he made the triple threat match later in the show.
Yeah.
We didn't even throw in versus Mr. McMahon. We didn't even throw in versus Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even throw in the match with John Cena.
At WrestleMania 23.
It was a good match. We didn't even throw in the match with Stone Cold from WrestleMania 14. We ran out of matches. There were so many matches we could have thrown in this lineup. Ran out of time. But what we didn't run out of time for was the questions. This is why this show was made. For you guys that throw in questions. We got 4 questions from... All right, and we got 2 from... how do you say the name? You say it better than I do. This one.
Spiritus Electros.
All right, he sent 2 questions, and both are actually really sweet questions. Let's start out with, what would you like to see return to the WWE, the Cruiserweight or the Hardcore Championship, or neither? I think you and I had this discussion in a car, and we were going to an Ohio Championship Wrestling show. Actually, if you go on OCWWrestling.com, there should be a DVD coming out soon of the November taping.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see us in You know, we'll be there.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in there.
Shark Boy was there.
I met a hot girl. I got her number. She cockblocked me. Anyway, you know, what championship would you like to see return? You take this one first.
You know, I'm going to say the Hardcore Championship because I'm a big fan of the Hardcore, you know, like ECW in the old days. I was a humongous fan of the old ECW, you know. And with the Hardcore Championship in the WWE, I think it was a great division, you know.
It definitely took, you know, it kept people on their toes because you'd have random cutscenes where the Hardcore title could change hands. I'm going to say Hardcore title as well because we don't need a Cruiserweight title. We have the X Division Championship, and that's where the Cruiserweights live right now. Yep. You know, WCW had them from 96 to 2001. You know, 01 to about 05, the Cruiserweights lived in WWE, and now they're in TNA. The Cruiserweight division and now the X Division, you know, revolutionizes sports, and TNA should keep that title belt. His second question, who would you enjoy to see The Undertaker face at WrestleMania 26?
You take this one first.
All right, I know who you're going to pick, and I'm not going to pick him. Come on, you say it. I want to say Vince McMahon because, you know, you look back at the Breaking Point pay-per-view, Mr. McMahon, you know, kind of stacking the deck against The Undertaker. It could be Mr. McMahon's final WrestleMania if he goes against The Undertaker, you know. And if you look at the win-loss record, Mr. McMahon won, Undertaker 0. Survivor Series 2003, buried alive. Quote me!
Yeah, but that was before The Undertaker made his big return at WrestleMania 20 to face Kane.
I know, but okay, you can pick now.
Who do you think I was going to pick?
I know you're going to pick. Say it.
I don't think you do know who I'm going to pick.
You're going to say Chris Jericho.
Nope, I wasn't going to say Chris Jericho. I was going to say a rematch with Shawn Michaels.
Okay, well, I was going to say Chris Jericho, but okay.
That would be good, too.
So we got 3 options, but take which one you like. All right. You know, we'll go to Brain Freeze Pop next. I mean, this dude this dude cracks me up with his name. Brain Freeze Pop wants to know what 2 superstars in WWE would you like to see team up and take on the Unified World Tag Team Champions? I guess he wants to make a new team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first. I got 2 teams in mind. You got the very arrogant and cocky Dolph Ziggler to team with the very arrogant and confident Zack Ryder.
Mm-hmm. And
they would be called the Hi, my name is Woo 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 team.
I like the sound of that. I really do.
And then my other team would be, I'd take Matt Hardy and R-Truth, and I'd combine them, and we'd call them the Carolina Connection.
I like the sound of that, man.
Those are my 2 teams to take on the Unified World Tag Team Champions.
I'm gonna go with an interracial group.
Actually, I have one more team, but
okay.
you go first.
I have an interracial team here. One of the most amazing rising young stars and one of the kind of younger stars who had a big push a few years ago, but now needs a really big push. Shelton Benjamin and John Morrison, rather.
Jim Morrison? Is that your only team? That'd be a sick team, by the way.
That would be a sick
team. My final team to challenge for the World Tag Team Championships is going to be a team of me and Kelly. High five! All right, final question of the Revolution this week. By the way, guys, keep sending your questions. We love the questions.
We do. We love them.
Keep it on our tables.
We're in love with them.
I'm in love with you.
They give us reason to live.
All right, our final question from RazJack92. Who would you like to see move from TNA to WWE or from WWE to TNA? We'll go TNA to WWE first.
Okay.
They can have Big Rob. I don't really like Big Rob. They can have him.
Oh, you would say so.
I would like. Who do I not like on TNA? I don't know. I'll say Big Rob. I can think of anybody.
Who?
I'll say Big Rob. I can't think of anybody.
All right, you say Big Rob. All right, I'm gonna go Team 3D.
Team 3D.
That's right.
We got 30 seconds left. WWE TNA. I'm gonna go with. I can't even think of who I'm gonna pick. No. I'll pick Ziggler.
I'll pick John Cena because I want him out of WWE.
I'm gonna poison TNA with John Cena. Can we send Cena to Independence?
Yeah, let's send him to ROH.
Alright, well guys, this has been all the time we have for the Wrestling Revolution. It's Wade Skaggs, JR Judy. Keep in sending your questions, comment on the videos, and who knows, we might make a website for this thing eventually.
Yeah.
Until next time, you don't have a catchphrase, but see ya!